Ladies and gentlemen, today you are hearing a message that did not come to you by accident. If you are seeing this before 22 November, consider it a personal reminder that your life is stepping into a new chapter. A chapter where clarity, direction, and strength will meet you exactly where you are. The idea that early signs are divine invitations is more powerful than most people realize. When something appears in your life before a certain moment, like seeing a message, hearing a phrase, or feeling a sudden thought, it often means you are being guided towards something greater. These signals are not loud. They rarely come with fireworks or dramatic announcements. Instead, they come quietly, softly, almost whispering to your heart. But their impact can be life-changing if you choose to pay attention. Many people rush through life without noticing the hints placed around them. They wait for big breakthroughs, not realizing that breakthroughs always begin as small nudges. When a sign comes before an important date, it is a moment of alignment. It means you are standing at a turning point. Something inside you is ready for growth, transition, or clarity, even if you don't fully understand it yet. Think about the times you felt confused or uncertain, and suddenly a sentence, a message, or a reminder appeared at the right time. It didn't solve everything instantly, but it gave you direction, peace, or hope. That is what a divine invitation looks like. It is not a forceful shove. It is a gentle calling. It asks you to pause, to listen, to reconnect with your inner purpose. These moments are reminders that you're not navigating life alone. Guidance is always present, but you receive it best when your spirit is awake and attentive. Seeing a sign before a specific date carries another meaning: preparation. You are being prepared for something that requires awareness. It could be a decision, an opportunity, a challenge, or a blessing. Most people want blessings without preparation, but preparation is what helps you carry what you're given. If strength, wisdom, or discipline is needed for what's coming your way, early signs are sent to wake up your mind and heart so you walk into the future consciously, not blindly. This is why you should never ignore the small pull you feel inside. It could be the beginning of a transformation. It could be the moment your life shifts from confusion to clarity, from waiting to action, from fear to confidence. Divine invitations often appear during times when you feel lost or stuck, because that is when you are most open to receiving guidance. When your heart is heavy, your spirit listens more deeply. When your mind is overwhelmed, your intuition becomes louder. These signs also come as reminders of your worth. They whisper, you are seen, you are guided, you are capable. In a world where people easily forget their own value, these moments rebuild your sense of direction. They remind you that your journey has meaning, even if the path is unclear. So when a sign appears before an important date, treat it as a message meant specifically for you. Slow down, reflect, and ask yourself, what is life preparing me for? What inner change is starting? What opportunity is approaching that I must be ready for? Early signs are invitations to rise, to trust, and to become aligned with the purpose waiting for you. Ignore them, and you may miss your moment. Honor them, and you step into your destiny with strength and awareness. Faith grows when uncertainty is greatest, and this truth becomes clearer the more challenges you face. When life feels predictable and comfortable, faith remains untouched. It simply stays where it is because nothing is stretching it, testing it, or requiring it. But the moment confusion enters, when the path becomes cloudy and the next step is unclear, that is exactly when faith begins to awaken. It is in uncertainty that your inner strength starts to form. Many people misunderstand difficult moments. They think uncertainty is a punishment, a sign that something is wrong, or that they have made a mistake. But uncertainty is often the environment where faith is built brick by brick. When you can no longer depend on your plans, your calculations, or your expectations, You are forced to rely on belief. Belief in yourself, belief in the process, and belief that something meaningful is coming even if you cannot see it yet. This is where spiritual and emotional growth take place. When you are comfortable, nothing changes. But when your world shifts, when familiar things start to fade or the future becomes blurry, you begin to search deeper within yourself. You begin to think, reflect, and connect with the part of you that is stronger than circumstances. That inner part is where faith lives. Think about moments in your life when everything felt uncertain. You didn't know how things would work out. Maybe you didn't even know where to start. Yet, somehow, you kept going. That strength didn't come from clarity. It came from trust. Trust in the unseen. Trust in the possibilities. Trust that what you were experiencing was not the end of your story. That is how faith grows quietly, steadily, through moments that demand resilience. Uncertainty also teaches humility. It reminds you that you do not control everything. You cannot predict every outcome. And you cannot see the full picture. This humility opens your heart. It prepares you to learn, to listen, and to receive guidance. When certainty disappears, the mind becomes more open, and the spirit becomes more attentive. You start noticing small signs, small blessings, and small answers you would have ignored when life was easy. Most importantly, uncertainty reveals your real character. Anyone can stay calm when everything is going well, but the true measure of a person is how they stand when life is unstable. Do they break or do they bend? Do they panic or do they persevere? Strength is not built when the sun is shining, it is built during storms. And when the storm passes, you realize you are not the same person anymore. You are stronger, wiser, and more grounded. Faith also grows in uncertainty because that is where hope is needed the most. When you can't see the way forward, hope becomes your light. When you feel weak, hope becomes your strength. When everything looks impossible, hope becomes your reason to try again. Faith and hope feed each other. One strengthens the other. So when uncertainty enters your life, do not fear it. Do not run from it. Instead, understand that you are being shaped. You are being prepared. You are growing in ways you cannot see yet. One day you will look back and realize that the season you feared the most was the season that built the strongest version of you. Your mindset shapes your future, and this truth is one of the most powerful principles of personal growth. Everything you experience in life, your decisions, your reactions, your confidence, your opportunities, is deeply influenced by the thoughts you choose to entertain. People often underestimate the quiet power of the mind. They believe success is built only on hard work, luck, or circumstances, but the reality is far deeper. The foundation of every achievement begins in the mind long before it becomes visible in the real world. Your mindset acts like a lens through which you see life. If the lens is clouded with doubt, negativity, or fear, even good opportunities will look impossible. But if the lens is clear, optimistic, and determined, you will see possibilities where others see problems. A positive mindset does not magically solve everything, but it transforms the way you approach challenges. When you believe growth is possible, you behave differently. You take more risks, you stay consistent, and you refuse to quit easily. What you believe shapes what you pursue. If you think you are unworthy, you will not chase big dreams. If you think you are capable, you will push beyond your limits. Your mindset determines your confidence, and your confidence determines your actions. This is why two people with the same talent and same resources can end up with completely different outcomes. One believed it was possible. The other believed it wasn't. The mind creates boundaries that your life eventually starts obeying. Thoughts also have emotional power. A negative thought can drain your motivation within seconds, making you feel tired, discouraged, or hopeless. Meanwhile, a positive thought can energize you, uplift you, and help you keep going even when circumstances are hard. The thoughts you repeat daily eventually form habits, and those habits create your future. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't," your life will slowly adjust to match that belief. But if you repeat, "I can learn, I can grow, I can improve," your actions will rise to meet that mindset. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a mental attitude that supports your progress rather than destroys it. A strong mindset allows you to see mistakes as lessons, not failures. It helps you see rejection as redirection, not humiliation. It helps you view delays as preparation, not punishment. When your mind becomes resilient, your life becomes stronger. Your mindset also influences how you treat yourself. People with negative self-beliefs often settle for less respect, less love, less opportunity, because deep down, they don't think they deserve better. But when your mindset shifts and you begin to recognize your value, you naturally raise your standards. You stop tolerating the things that drain your spirit and start choosing what aligns with your growth. The future is not written by fate alone. It is shaped by every thought you nurture today. If you want a powerful tomorrow, you must first build a powerful mind. Guard your thoughts, because each one is a seed. And the seeds you plant now will grow into the reality you will live later. Small acts of discipline today build miracles tomorrow, and this truth is often overlooked because people expect transformation to come from big, dramatic changes. But life doesn't work that way. Greatness is built slowly, silently, and consistently. The habits you practice every day, even the ones that seem insignificant, are shaping your future with remarkable precision. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, and every small action strengthens that bridge. Most people wait for motivation, believing they must feel inspired before they act. But motivation is unpredictable. It rises and falls. Discipline, however, is stable. It teaches you to show up even when you don't feel like it. It teaches you to keep moving when energy is low, when distractions appear, and when progress seems slow. Consistency is stronger than inspiration because it keeps you committed long after excitement fades. Small disciplines create a chain reaction. Waking up 15 minutes earlier, reading a few pages of a book every day, practicing gratitude, setting aside a little money, taking small steps toward your goals. Each of these actions looks tiny on its own, but over time they compound. Just like drops of water fill a bucket, small disciplines build large results. The miracle is not in one big action, it is in the accumulation of countless small ones. Discipline also sharpens your character. It teaches patience, self-control, and responsibility. It trains your mind to resist what is easy and choose what is meaningful. Comfort is tempting, but it does not lead to growth. Discipline pushes you beyond comfort, helping you break old patterns and build new habits. And once you build strong habits, they begin to carry you. What was once difficult becomes natural. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is believing they must be perfect. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Even if you fail one day, discipline teaches you to restart the next day. What matters is not how many times you fall, but how many times you return to your path. Every time you choose consistency over excuses, you strengthen the foundation of your future. Discipline also creates clarity. When you commit to small daily actions, you begin to feel more in control of your life. You stop feeling overwhelmed because you know you are taking steps, no matter how small, toward your goals. This builds confidence, and confidence builds courage. Courage then helps you pursue opportunities you once thought were impossible. And then comes the miracle. It doesn't happen suddenly. It arrives quietly. People around you may say, "You changed overnight." But you know the truth. It wasn't overnight. It was every morning you stayed committed. It was every moment you refused to quit. It was every small discipline practiced when no one was watching. Miracles are not magic. They are the result of discipline, faith, and persistence. When you honor small steps, life rewards you with big outcomes. Your future is being shaped right now by the actions you choose today. So don't underestimate the power of small disciplines. They are building the miracle that is waiting in your tomorrow. Gratitude is the key to multiplying blessings, and this principle is deeply connected to how your mind, heart, and spirit interpret the world around you. Many people chase big achievements, more money, greater success, and higher recognition. Yet they overlook the simplest and most powerful force that opens the door to abundance: thankfulness. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. And this shift alone changes your entire life. When you begin to appreciate what you have, you naturally create space for even more to enter. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a mindset, a daily practice, a way of seeing life. Some people wake up every morning thinking about what they lack, and as a result, their days are filled with frustration, comparison, and worry. But those who wake up and acknowledge even one small blessing, a new day, a peaceful moment, the ability to breathe, learn, grow, begin their day with a heart that attracts more positivity. Gratitude is like a magnet. It pulls good things toward you because it aligns your mind with abundance rather than scarcity. When you practice gratitude, you train your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. A thankful heart notices the good in difficult moments, the lessons hidden inside challenges, and the growth that comes from discomfort. This does not mean ignoring problems. It means refusing to let problems blind you from all the things going right. A grateful person can walk through storms yet still recognize the blessings that give them strength to continue. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in emotional resilience. Life will always have hardships, disappointments, and unexpected struggles, but gratitude helps you stay grounded. It stabilizes your thoughts and keeps you from sinking into negativity. When you practice thankfulness, your mind becomes clearer, your heart becomes lighter, and your spirit becomes stronger. You begin to understand that every difficulty carries a purpose and every setback carries a lesson. Gratitude turns pain into wisdom. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to strengthen relationships. When you appreciate people, truly appreciate them, not only do they feel valued, but the bond between you grows deeper. Gratitude encourages kindness, patience, and empathy. It helps you communicate with warmth rather than criticism. Many relationships fail not because of big mistakes, but because appreciation slowly disappeared. A simple thank you can restore connection, rebuild trust, and heal wounds. Gratitude also impacts your level of success. People who remain thankful, even in small beginnings, often rise higher because they value every step. They don't wait for big achievements to feel grateful. They celebrate progress, however small it may be. This attitude keeps them motivated and prevents burnout. Success grows naturally in the soil of gratitude because gratitude eliminates entitlement and replaces it with humility and appreciation. Most importantly, gratitude multiplies blessings because it changes your energy. When you stop complaining and start appreciating, you open your heart to receive more. Life responds to your attitude. A grateful heart is open, receptive, and ready. And when you are ready, blessings flow. In the end, gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It is about living with awareness, recognizing value, and honoring the good that already exists. When you master gratitude, you master abundance.